Hello everyone. In states of matter, we have completed theoretical part. Now we are going to start the numerical part. So firstly, we are going to discuss the numerical based on the Boyle's law. So in that, which one is the first example? Now see here. First example is that a balloon has 0.6 meter cube of hydrogen at normal atmospheric pressure. At the same temperature, if its volume increases by 15%, calculate the pressure surrounding the balloon. So firstly, we are going to start with the given data. So what is given in that numerical? See, a balloon has 0.6 meter cube. Meter cube means it is the volume. So V1, it is the 0.6 meter cube of the hydrogen at normal atmospheric pressure. P1 is given. Normal atmospheric pressure, as we know that NTP, in that NTP normal pressure we are going to consider. So that normal pressure is 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. 1 atmosphere, we can say that. Now see, here we have completed V1 and P1. At the same temperature means temperature is constant. Next one, if its volume increase in volume by 15%, means here they have given idea for the V2. So what will be the formula that we will discuss? V2 we have to calculate from this material and calculate the pressure surrounding the balloon, means P2 also we have to find out. So which formula we have to use and which steps will be there? So before going towards that main formula, firstly we have to calculate that V2 by using this increase in volume by 15%. So what is exactly mean? See, they have given if 100 is the volume, then there is an increase in volume by the 15. So if 0.6 meter cube volume is there is an increase in volume by how much it will be? So that X is equal to 0.6 into 15 divided by 100. 15 6 is 9. This is the X value. Now that much gas means that much volume of balloon gas is increased. That much volume is increased. But that increase in the previous one means V2 is equal to V1 plus X. So V2 will be 0.69 meter cube. Now here we got all the values. Now which formula we have to use? See, already they have given temperature is constant. As we know that at constant temperature, pressure is inversely proportional to volume. So P is equal to K by V. According to that, we know the formula P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Now we want to find out the P2. That's why we can rearrange this formula like that. P2 is equal to P1 by V, P1 into V1 by V2. Now put all this value here. P1 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 into V2 is 0.69 divided by, V1 we have to take. So V1 is 0.6. V2 is 0.69. So after calculation of all that, we will get the value of pressure and that value will be 0.88 into 10 raised to 5. Unit will be pressure is there, so Newton per meter square. So here we have completed our first example. Now we will discuss another one example. This is the second numerical. What is that? See, at what pressure? When we are reading at that time only we will write the given data. Given data. At what pressure means we have to find out the pressure. Would the volume be 1/3 of the volume occupied by a gas, means already one volume was there that occupied some space. If we consider that volume is X, that second volume is 1/3 of the first volume. So we can say that if initial volume means V1 is X, then V2 will be the 1/3 of the X. Means here related to that second volume, we want to find out the pressure, that will be the P2. By a gas under a pressure of, means P1 is given here, that is 1.66 into 10 raised to 5. Then they have given the temperature. That temperature is 300 Kelvin, means everything is happening that at the temperature 300. So here we can say that formula P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. What we have to find out? We have to find out the P2. That's why P2 is equal to P1 V1 upon V2. So if we put all this value here, then we will get the answer. Now see here. P1, what is that P1? 1.66 into 10 raised to 5. V1, how much it is? V1 is X divided by V2 is 1 by 3 into, I will write here in such a way that 1 by 3 into X. So that 3 which is downside, that will come up. So 1.66 into 10 raised to 5 into 3 into X divided by X. So here x will get cancelled, and if we calculate this one, then we will get our answer. So simply we will multiply here. See, 1.66 into 3. 6 3s are 18. 6 3s are 18 plus 1, 9. 19. So here 3 1s are 3 plus 1, 4. So after 2 decimal is there. So answer will be 4.98 into 10 raised to 5. P2 is there, so its unit will be pressure. That's why its unit will be Newton per meter square. Here this is the last example, but here after that I will write one example that is for you people. Means you have to solve this numerical. Now see what is the question or what is the numerical. In that firstly we are going to start with the given data. A given mass of a gas occupies volume of, means volume is given, that is the V1, 2.5 decimeter cube at NTP. NTP means normal temperature pressure. So what is the pressure? As we know that normal temperature pressure, in that normal pressure is 1 atm, and 1 atm is nothing but because second pressure is given in the 1.404 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. So here we have to convert this value into the Newton per meter square. So that value is 0.013 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. Next one is that, what is that? The calculate the change in volume, means V1 minus V2, that we have to find out. Clear to everyone? So after that, now see here, V1 minus V2 we are going to find out. In volume of gas at the same temperature, means temperature is the constant term. If pressure changed to, means P2 is given. That P2 is 1.04 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. Before going towards that, means before calculating that V1 minus V2, we should know what is that V2. So here our main point is that firstly calculate the V2, and after that we can take the difference of them, and that is the change in the volume. So what is the formula? Here temperature is the constant one because at the same temperature they are given. So which formula? According to Boyle's law, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. What we have to find out? V2. So just we are going to rearrange this formula. Formula will be V2 is equal to P1 V1 divided by P2. So if we put all this value, then what will be the answer? That we'll see. 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 into V1 is 2.5 decimeter cube divided by P2 is 1.04 into 10 raised to 5. Here if we calculate that V2, then means after this calculation we will get the answer, and that answer will be 2.44 decimeter cube. So here we have calculated that V2. Now it's time to calculate the change in volume. That change in volume is nothing but the initial volume minus final volume. For that one, as we know that initial volume is 2.5, final volume is 2.44. So after subtraction we can say that 10 minus 4 6, here 4 minus 4 0, means that change in volume change in volume is equal to 0.06 decimeter cube. Hope so everyone understood that how we have calculated this numerical. So here we can say that our practice problems are completed, but one numerical I will give you for your practice purpose. Don't forget to solve it, because previously we have solved 3 examples before that one, and now it's time to solve it, or we can say that it's time to see that are you able to solve or not. Thank you all of you.